What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another episode of Hustle with JesseW, and today we're going to go over a quick little recap here on what's been going on in the stock market. Alright guys, before we get into this, remember to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, because if you're subscribed, you are basically in tune on every video I drop. I drop a few videos a week, so it's not like... Alright guys, so let's jump right on into this. I didn't take any trades today, at least not yet. It's about 10:15, 10:16 in the morning, and no trades. The reason I didn't take any trades today is I didn't expect any big action. The big action happened in pre-market on RHE. You can see here, what is this, Thursday? In the close, this thing squeezed up from $1.10 all the way up to $2. That's a huge move, consolidated on this pullback in after hours. And then today in pre-market, it shot right back up from $1, what is this low here, $1.67, all the way to 286, consolidated a little bit sideways, then popped back up to $3. And then at the bell, these are 3-minute candles. In the first 3 minutes, all it did was go from a low of about 286 all the way to a high of 374. So yeah, 287 to 374. That's a huge move at open. I'm sure people who bought at the bell, banked on that move. I did not expect this to pull back and then do a bounce, because last week we saw, I believe it was NBIO, do a similar move at open, and then it just faded. Right now, I like this action here. It's kind of like we found a bottom here at 261. So an entry up here somewhere in the 270s, low 280s might not be bad, like a starter entry. And then, add in a break of $3 and maybe, sell into a squeeze. See what would happen. But the reason I'm not going to jump into that is because we haven't seen anything to indicate that this is a trend that's going to be happening, that has a high probability. The last few days, we've been seeing small caps kind of weak, like one and done moves like these. And this looks a lot like NBIO when it just faded. It's actually holding up a little bit better down here than NBIO did, because NBIO just continued to fade. It was horrible. But I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to wait, see what it wants to do. And tomorrow's another day. I don't think I'll be taking any trades today because of this action that we've been seeing. So that was RHE, which was... All right, guys, so I did catch a little trade here on RHE on the VWAP break. Here's my orders in at 317, added at 325, sold out at 332. Nice little win there, about $50. Right here in this move here on this VWAP break, we pulled in here and kind of held it. So I think it was there. No, it was during this action. During this action, we pulled in, held it, and I got long, and I added as we started to squeeze. With the float on this thing being 1.48 million, I expected, I added because I expected volume to start surging in huge, big time. And then we just see 350, and then I could take some off there and hold on to some more for the break over, to $4 to high a day. We didn't get that action. As you can see, we've chopped around here above VWAP. I mean, we might go now. It just depends. Shorts aren't scared, and longs are a little bit weary. But if longs would come in here and start buying this up, we could get a squeeze going, and it'll go to $4. But it's just not happening. The volume is really light. So that's why I got flat and didn't even hold to my first target, which is 350. I got out fully at 332. We might see a move here to $4, but we really need some volume to start coming in here. This volume is really, really weak right now. I do have the live trade here. Let me bring that over for you. Get this here. So here it is. I'm in 250 shares at 319 cost basis. My entry was 317. I add new cost basis 321. I set my hard stop out right there. And then we start to push, and I don't see this volume increase, and I didn't like that. Like, this volume should have increased a lot on that push there. Since I didn't like that action there, I immediately just put out my sell order, a limit order, boom, get filled. Then it pushes up a little bit more. But that was it. That was my little scalp trade this morning. Right now, the 90 MA is holding as support. We'll see what happens. It was the leading gapper. I'll show you the gap scan from this morning. It was the leading gapper. I think it had an 8K that it filed. That got filed on Thursday and after hours. But that's about it, guys. I mean, there's really nothing else, at least that's in my wheelhouse. Let's check this out. Look at that. Big fat nothing. It's just a bunch of big fat nothings on this gap scan. This looks like it was a buyout. MBRX is another disappointment, just because it's so choppy. Look at this. It did this nice red to green move, pulled back. Look at all this chop. It's just chop, 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 chop. And the range isn't that huge either. It's not, huge range. What else we got? This is up 32% on the day. That's about it. TMPS over here. It's like I said, gonna sit tight, watch and see what the market does, see if any trends start to take place this week, and then attack, take advantage. All right, let me know how you did. Did you take any trades today? Did you catch that gap and go on RHE at the bell? Drop it in the comment section below. Look forward to speaking with you, and I'll catch you on the next one.